Hello people, today I'm going to be doing a review for the new Ben Affleck movie, The Way Back. Now let's just get right into this review. Let's get into my problems first. The first two acts were very predictable. I saw everything coming from a mile away, and it's kind of bland the first two acts. And I just didn't really connect the way I thought I was going to the first two acts. This movie has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it deserves an 88, but the movie's good. The way the basketball scenes were shot were very shaky. It felt like it was filmed on a phone, and then it goes to different angles to the point where it feels like you're watching it from different phones, and it doesn't look like it's phone quality. It's just like the way it was shot, and the zooms didn't feel like they really worked for the basketball scenes, but for the more emotional scenes, that really did work a lot, and it worked really well. And this movie, towards the second act gets really repetitive to the point where you know what's going to happen each and every single time. Now that's all my problems with the movie. Now let's get into the good. Ben Affleck, as his performance is it's fantastic. But obviously, you know that in many interviews the actors had alcohol problems himself, so that's why it was a big thing for him taking a role like this. And yeah. And I'll say the third act really did redeem this movie. It has a fantastic message. It subverts expectations. It's very emotional and effective. And it really, this third act is what turned the movie from being fine to good. It was very shocking. Not shocking, but some parts towards the end of the movie, I had no idea where the movie was going to go. And I was just like, okay, what's next? And it finds clever ways to kind of tie it all together very nicely. The third act really ties the bow nicely on a okay gift. Yeah, this movie is actually pretty funny, actually. My theater was kind of cracking up. It has a lot of good jokes, and it's mostly through the script, the writing. It gets really clever with jokes, and the way that they and it's the way sometimes how Ben Affleck takes it from page to on screen. It really works, and it felt like Ben Affleck It felt like this role was written for him. It worked really well, and most of the time I completely sometimes when you get movies like this, you completely forget the family dynamic. Sometimes you don't really remember it, and I don't know how I'd feel like in the future, but I felt like this family dynamic was a little bit better than most movies. It's still not like, oh my god, I remember all these characters, and I'm probably not going to remember any of these characters a week from now, but I know how I feel right now, and I felt like the family dynamic of Ben Affleck and his ex-wife was well put together, and really made the last part of the movie really effective. And yeah, that's my review for The Way Back. I know I don't have much to say about this movie. It's exactly what you think it's going to be if you've seen the trailer, and I want to go with a 7.1 out of 10. So yeah, anyways, that's my review for The Way Back. So like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that, and adios.